Okay, Ralph.
Now
Well,
you
show
got
us
the
that.
mic on.
Show us that.
Well, this is the Johnson desk.
Hey,
The
hey,
only
hey,
reason
hey.
it's called a desk is because it came with the pedestal, desk pedestal, and
I love
you
it.
know, drawers and a typing table, a writing table,
Yeah,
whatever you want to
all
use
of
it
that.
for.
Holy smokes! So, can you show us some of the controls on this thing? I'm up close here.
Well, I don't know whether you can really see them or not. This is the grid tuning knobs and the final coupler. And this is the knob for the roller inductor. Off and on switch and the mode switch down there on the bottom.
What a rig!
That's about it, really. Got a couple of nice lights here.
Ah,
Plate
okay.
transformer lights up red.
And that's got a pair of what?
Pair of 4400s.
Pair of 4400s.
810 modulators.
And there's a good old Ralph. You know, I've been one of these nuts. Been trying all these different mics, and Ralph keeps telling me. He says, "Dave, you keep trying all those exotic mics," but he says, "You know, none of them sound as good as a D104." You're right.
For AM, they do.
For AM, absolutely. Okay,
Anyhow,
what are you driving that Hummer with these days?
well, I have the Yaesu 902. That, use that for the main receiver and the RF exciter for the Johnson
Okay.
KW, or you can run it straight through by itself.
And next to that, you got a scope.
Yeah, that's just all the accessories for the 902 line.
Very good.
Monitor scope and the
What's that thing over to the left of it?
6 and 2
Oh,
converter.
6 and 2. Very good.
Transverter, antenna tuner.
And the antenna tuner,
Really
that's all part of the same
monitor.
set, huh?
Yeah,
I'll be
and the
darned.
remote VFO
Where's that?
right here,
Oh, okay.
which I hardly ever use. And then the speaker phone patch. For the collectors out there, though, this is a nice little item that I got from Rich Smith, KF6EA.
Oh,
That's the Johnson audio amplifier that was
that is
made
rare.
for the desk.
That is rare. And that's a is that a preamp or? I mean, you run the mic right to that?
Yeah, you're running a mic
So-
right to it. Yeah.
I'll be darned. So it's a preamp made for the desk in
Yes.
case you weren't going to use a Ranger to drive it. Was that
Right.
the idea?
Right. 10
Oh.
watts. 10 watts of audio gives you
Oh.
plenty to drive the 810s.
Yeah. Fantastic. So a pair of 810 modulators in this Johnson kilowatt. Hey, that's pretty neat. I see, keeping with the tradition of Johnson, you've also got the kilowatt
Matchbox.
matchbox, which you've always used. And it also keeps a good friendly relationship with the neighbors too, I guess, to have one
Yeah.
of those in the line.
One time when I was working the guys on 286 on 20 meters, one of my friends about 10 miles away over in Montebello came up and told me, he called me on the phone and said, "Hey, I can hear you on 10 meters." And he had been tuning across 10 meter sideband and had found the audio signal up on 10 meters.
Oh, wow.
And so just for an experiment, we hooked up the Johnson matchbox onto the beam
Killed it. Huh?
and knocked out the harmonic
Yeah.
right off.
I'm a believer, Ralph. I wish that more people use them. I mean, it'll keep you out of trouble.
Oh yeah,
I'm
especially
learning.
on when you're high powered AM or
Yes.
something, you know.
Absolutely. Have you been talking to W4CJL lately?
No, I haven't talked
Be
to him.
advised that he's on 29.1. If ever you have a chance, usually they're around our time around 9:30 in the morning. So maybe Saturday or Sunday you'll catch him.
Yeah, I have to try that.
So I hope to send him a copy of these videos we're doing, Ralph. And could we take a look at what you got over here in this rack? Just
Well,
a second. I'll move on over here.
Okay, you gonna turn it off?
No, I'm going to leave it on.
You're gonna let it run.
This is ham radio, man. We're amateurs.
Amateur radio.
We're not
Amateur
professionals.
photographers too. Well, this is the world famous Globe King.
Oh, hey.
No, it's got a bunch of junk hanging around on it here, bows and arrows, and that don't
Globe-
have too much to do
Globe
with
King 500.
it. Yeah, this is the 500 Baker.
Oh, mine's a Baker also. You know that already.
Yeah.
And, okay. The RF deck and the modulator and VFO.
Power power supplies.
Yeah, what
It
kind of
has-
radio is that down below it there?
Okay, this is the
51?
51J4 Collins.
How do you like it?
They're pretty good. They're pretty nice.
You don't like it as much as your as the 75A4 you had.
I never have had
Oh,
a
I thought you did.
75A4.
Ah. Okay. And talk about old QSTs. You got those
Yeah, I got a few of them.
going back. Holy smokes! You sure have. How far they go back?
Well, the QSDs go back to, there's not a complete set, but it goes back to 43, I think.
Oh my
I
goodness!
got some 1940.
And you got some more gear over there. What is in that rack at the top?
Oh, that's a R388.
Ah, how do you like it?
No mechanical filters, but they work.
Yep. Well, for AM, the quality should be fairly good, perhaps.
Well, not too bad. They're just not as sensitive as some of the newer stuff.
Yeah. And beneath that, you've got some big old coils there, and it looks like a Drake
2B. Yeah.
2B.
Drake 2B.
You ever use that one?
2 multipliers for it.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I just don't have any need for it anymore.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So
with all the modern
don't
modern
use it all
gear.
that much.
Yeah, and we got some Altic gear over there, man. What are you doing with the commercial gear here, man? You doing some underground broadcasting?
Just junk from the swap meet.
Yeah. What is it? A preamp or?
It's just an audio amp. It
Uh-huh.
has a compression.
Okay. And we have
Yeah,
some
yeah.
more equipment over here, man. We got equipment. I haven't seen so much equipment in one place since visiting Ashtabula's shack. That is Bill W8VYZ shack. Man, oh man, that looks like an HQ something there.
Well,
And an
let's
SP600.
see. This is an HQ 180A and then
Okay.
the Hamlin
SP600.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. How do you like the 600?
Well, they were fun to play with.
You have trouble with the band switch ever?
No, but the little pins underneath are just about wore out.
Yeah.
But everything did work on it at one time. Although the last time I plugged it in, I couldn't get any audio out of it hardly. Very low.
By the way, I'm looking at a very interesting radio here, and I just don't know. Would you explain to me what that is?
What, this one?
Yeah.
That's a Lafayette HA460. It's a 6-meter transceiver.
Oh, it is.
AM only.
Is that right? Oh, I never saw one of those. You know what? At first I thought it was, because it resembled one of those unmentionable radios that I talk about.
Oh, a CB radio.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a
Birth-
CB radio in
The
disguise?
birthplace of numerous amateur radio operators
Hey,
these days.
some of the best, by the way. Some of the best. Some of the most enthusiastic AM radio operators got their birth in the slums of SSB. No, I didn't say. I mean, slums of CB. No, I didn't say that. They really, a lot of hams knock the CB operators, but they learned how to do it with low power before they got their under the dash linears. You know, that's right. And then they realized sometimes that power was helpful, and some of them would say all the more power to you. Man, I'm looking over there. I'm seeing some other gear up on those shelves over there. And I don't.
Well, that's a lot of junk scattered around here.
Yeah. You got any mobile receivers over there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I saw
That's what I
something.
realized.
All right. Okay. Okay, Ralph. I'm gonna. We talked about the antenna coupler or tuner, but we didn't talk about the antennas. And when I was over to Ashtabula's house, Ashtabula Bill's house, I saw some interesting hardware. I saw some old coils and condensers he had hanging on the wall, and I thought that's a pretty good place to mount them. But you're about the only station I run into that mounts that sort of hardware on the wall also. Case in point, case in point is this this medieval switch here that was used in 1910 by Mr. Edison himself in his early experiments. I'm a little screwed up here, but bear with me while I get this thing in focus. I'm going to have to get some more light here. Just a minute. Okay, now we can see that switch. I'm going to get the thing focused here. Okay, this switch, folks, is an old-time switch, but tell us what it does, Ralph. Show us what you got there.
It came from the signal core, and of course it came from a swap meet. And in this position here, it feeds through to the 300 ohm twin lead up to the all-band wire antenna.
Okay,
that's with the matchbox.
Open wire line comes to the top of that.
And then flip it up here, and then it comes through this little tuner here and feeds just one half of the antenna.
Oh.
And that's what I use on 160 from time to time.
So one half the antenna is fed on 160 through this, looks like a BC 610 tuner.
What were those BC 939s?
Yeah, something like that,
yeah.
939s.
Yeah.
Somewhat modified.
Scrapped it out, and we got a condenser here from a Johnson, old scrap Johnson matchbox.
Okay. And that's sort of an L network then to take care of the antenna, to the HF antennas to work on 160 by loading up one half of the transmission line. And when you throw the switch up, or down rather, you take the output of the matchbox, is it?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right down in this position, and it feeds through, from the matchbox.
Right into the twin lead.
Yeah.
Very good. We got to go outside here, and if you bear with us, get our light adjusted here. We got this twin lead coming out of here. Where's it coming out?
Right up here.
Oh, right up here. Oh man, yeah. And the twin lead goes on over to here. And the twin lead goes way in the hell up there to an array. What do you got up there, Ralph?
Inverted V.
Yeah, it goes up there.
Inverted V configuration.
Okay. To an inverted V, one leg goes down there, another leg goes out there. There's all kinds of legs. Wait a minute now. Another leg goes over there. Hey, how many antennas you got hooked down to that thing?
Those are just guy wires.
Oh, those are guy wires. Okay.
Tower.
Okay. So anyhow, those two wires form a all band 80 through 10 meter 80 through 10 meter antenna, right?
Yes, it's right out of the ARRL handbook.
Aha. Very good. And now
It's a compromise antenna, but it will get you on all bands.
yeah, especially with that open wire line. Yeah. And this tower, this tower was manufactured by kd6os, was it not?
This is an off rack.
No, not the mop. But that you made that tower yourself.
Well, actually, what I done, Dave, I purchased the upper two sections from a gentleman that was moving, and installed that and used that for a couple of years, and then I fabricated the bottom section right around it, unhooked everything, and cranked it right on up to a three-section job.
Fantastic. So that antenna up there is a four element Yagi
On 10 meters.
on 10 meters, and we have a 2 meter vertical Yagi above that,
And then a 2 meter rainbow vertical up on top of that.
and then a vertical 2 meter on top of that.
And then a little 220 antenna stuck out on
Oh, there's a 220 antenna. Okay, very good. And then another vertical here, which is the
Well, it's an old CB vertical, and I've been playing with it in
Yeah.
10 and 12.
okay, and then we got more antennas up here, folks. So what do we got here? This
Well, that's just a little 6 meter 3 element and a
Okay.
6 meter Ringo.
and a 6 meter Ringo there, so you can switch between polarization. Very good, Ralph.
And that big pole out there with all the wires on it is a noise generator.
Yeah, here's the kd6os noise generator. Oh, I can see why. Man, we're gonna have to have that
And
Edison company, you know, is taking over San Diego.
see if you can get a picture of the big tower across the way there.
Oh, you talk about QRM.
Now there's the noise generator.
Here's #1 noise generator.
As you can see, there's 5 insulated wires hanging off each section there. That's 15 high voltage wires. And it does make some noise.
I can imagine, Ralph. Wow. And that's about, how far away is that? Half a mile?
Well, that's
Quarter of a mile?
straight.
Quarter of a mile away. Mercy.